Hi, welcome back to How Long with Spot. Um, Today's clip is to introduce Zari's Best, which is a product of Spot's household. Zari is the part of Spot's household that makes our outfits. Um, this, by the way, is Miss Ives, who is my sewing mannequin. And I consider myself a modest dressmaker and hat maker who uses more modernistic or current fashion designs, very stylish designs. And I use a kind of sewing. It's kind of interesting because this is kind of the origin of Miss Ives here. A long time ago, for a long time, Elizabeth and Ice and some of our other personalities, when they were engaged in strategies and such like that, or planning campaigns and such, to kind of like clear their heads, they'd play a game and we'd all play a game together. And for a long time, we used Masters of Magic, but then modern computers couldn't play the old game, and we started playing a game that we had been working on developing in the real world, the outside world, that we played amongst ourselves. And it was kind of a role-playing game. And the sewing kind of developed from that, a kind of idea of, getting into the idea of the bigger king would, build clothing until they had a kind of clothing outfit. It's kind of like the cloak of many colors, and it also has to do with the part of qualifications of the fool, and that's part of the motley coat of Spot's outfit. But part of the tools in that is that you inherited things, and if they were common things that you inherited, you had skills to go with them. But if they were if they were more wealthy people things, you might have less skills, but more privilege and all like that. The sewing mannequin, you kind of work your way up from having a needle to a sewing mannequin. But anyway, a lot of my styles are what I call neo-victorian, and one of the designs is based on the Inverness cape, and I took off Miss Ives' cape to show when you think of Superman or like that, they have this cape, but the cape doesn't seem to serve any kind of purpose because, it's either makes things too warm or makes it not warm enough and, all that. And the thing is, the Inverness cape, it was actually a raincoat, but it was a sleeveless jacket or vest with the cape serving as the sleeves when you needed them, and it's kind of like wrapping the hoodie around your waist, and I took off her cape because the capes are interchangeable. Actually, they hook on, and Mrs. Ives' outfit here has a skirt that adds the extra weight, and there's other ways of doing it, but the way this and this has a mock vest built into the skirt, and it's actually strapped together there, and that's actually important for supporting the weight. But the vest serves as the counterbalance for the waist with the cape as it's hung back, and then when you need it, it hooks in. The vest also serves a purpose because it gives you really nice pockets. If you have a shirt pocket here, the mock vest can be used to kind of contain it. So if you keep your cell phone in there, it doesn't fall out. It's very handy. Checking the time there. Another way you can do it now, this is this design here. Let's see if we can do this. And this is our designs under the Zari's Best folder and Spots DPR account. And you see here, this one, okay. This one, instead of a skirt, it has cargo pockets. And those are really handy, and they provide a nice counterbalance to the weight of the thing. The cape. And I know, I just have a second screen. This is another variation here. On, if you're a Star Trek fan, you know about the Susmanon is like a more they have a short weapon, which is kind of a thing. So in this, that is actually built in. It's like one wand, but Spock and Kirk, when they fought, when they was having the mating thing going on, Spock using that weapon. Here we go. And it's done in the Star Trek colors. And the thing, the weapon, the Vulcan weapon, is actually thing. So it actually serves as a pocket. Two nice pockets with the cloak to keep your hands there. Usually, if you have a wallet and a cell phone, it counterbalances the weight, but it's best to put like a couple of nickels, rolls of nickels or something like that in there, or pennies, because, if you get a call while you're at the cash register, you don't want your cape to all of a sudden fall off, which has happened. And that's certainly good for people who might want to role play Vulcans or so forth. This is another variation of that design. Actually, there's two of them here. This one here, the cape is built into a purse. I actually call this a market cape. And I made a modification since doing it. In addition to being able to button the way it is here, it can button onto the sleeve. So when it's not that hot, you can wear it as a half cape or even throw it that way. And so it's buttoned here. And then if you wanted to unbutton it and actually wear it all the way through, you would just bring it around. Otherwise, it would kind of become unmanageable because it would just keep on slipping down as you walked. Just checking that. This is an example of a hat. And the idea of reusing stuff and also working, I don't use patterns. I was actually taught in a very medieval manner to how to sew. The print of this is made from a placemat for the Salvation Army. The crown is the hem part of a secondhand sheet. The top there, this is the onion bag screening. And the headband has a garland, and we attached a bell to it. So I think this is like $2 worth of material, and all of it reused. Really quickly, just mention masks. And I'll have to do they call it a call out, I think, that, all these people who talk about a planet B, like Elon Musk and stuff in their spaceships, terraforming would last a lot longer than this little shutdown, and putting on an EV shoot, a lot more difficult than a mask. So it combines the ear loops with the extra support of a wrap. And then you can also use that, instead of touching the mask, you'd use the loop to just pull it off. The other thing is, you can, if you're not as concerned with following that kind of mask etiquette, you can have the thing more lightly wrapped around and hook up the ears. Another thing we did, and we were going to do this anyway for Spot's public persona, and then we heard there were some people who were concerned about being able to wear masks and then use a straw. And so we were going to do this tongue thing anyway. And that's a bit of felt to make the tongue, but we did it, and because of Spot's limited amount of teeth, we had to do it at a certain angle. But the flap, the tongue becomes a flap. So you can actually, I was going to get a piece of Slim Jim to demonstrate that, but I didn't have time. So that's another innovation there. Again, you can follow some of my designs on Zari's Best. I also have a folder on that Deviant Art place for Spot's accoutrements, which are the outfits I've made for Spot over a period of time. And that's all. And if you haven't guessed, I'm Zari Mezzanine Nyx. Thank you.